On. All right, guys. All right, guys. The mic is hot. We are live with another one. All right. Welcome to the channel. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. A couple things that we need to talk about. All right, this is post UFC weigh-ins. All right, it was an okay weigh-in. Okay, it went by fast. It really did. It went by fast. I thought I thought the crowd was a little the crowd was definitely not as live and hype as yesterday's press conference. You know what I mean? But with that said, I thought it was an exciting press conference for what it was. The crowd was excited. They did show some excitement. I think everybody is just ready. You know what I mean? Everybody is just ready for this UFC 319. This just memorable moment right now. With this card, it's phenomenal, guys. It's phenomenal. A couple things I did want to talk about right off jump. Guys, Brian Battle missed weight. Okay. Unfortunately, Brian Battles will not be making his UFC appearance for UFC 319 due to not making weight. I don't know what's wrong with Brian Battles. I mean, multiple times missed weight. I mean, he missed weight at welterweight, and now he's missing weight at middleweight. It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. The only way this makes sense is if Brian Battles has Big Country or Teal Tuivasa as his nutritionist. Okay? At this point. All right? Brian Battles' nutritionist must be Teal Tuivasa or Big Country at this point. If you're missing weight at the welterweight and at the middleweight. Okay, Brian Battles? I'm not done with you yet. Okay? I still believe in you. I still think you're an exciting fighter. But this is not pretty for you. Okay, this is not pretty for you, especially you missing weight for UFC 319, the best card of 2025, arguably. Okay. How you doing, Soto? Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Hopefully you're having a good one. Hopefully you're having a great weekend. But yeah, guys, Big Country will not be Big Country. Yeah, Big Country is Brian Battles' nutritionist. That's what's going on here. Okay. But Brian Battles will not be making his appearance for UFC 319. I do have two fights that I do want to give my UFC predictions for before tomorrow, because UFC 319 did have some changes, and I'm just glad the main event and the co-main event was able to stay intact, because I saw this happening. Okay. And how you doing? Conversation. Blessings to you. All right. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. What are you guys doing? Support the community. You guys are acting like I'm asking you to move mountains here. Just give me a like. But let me give you my UFC predictions right now for these two fights. We have a flyweight bout stemming from the Ultimate Fighter show, a show that, honestly, guys, I'm going to repeat this, okay? I've been said this. I said the Ultimate Fighter show is actually on his last breath. You actually have to take out your AEDs to save the damn thing at this point, okay? But after watching about 3 to 4 episodes, I knew right away that the Ultimate Fighter show itself is on his dying bed, my guy, okay? But with that said, we do have a flyweight bout happening early on, okay? And we got Alibi Aduris versus Joseph Morales. Okay, I do want to give my prediction for this one. I am going for Joseph Morales. I think he's an overall mixed martial arts fighter from what I saw on the Ultimate Fighter. And he's really, I believe he was one of the first fights on the Ultimate Fighter, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, Joseph Morales went, he went for the best guy right away. You know what I mean? It's not like Joseph Morales is afraid. He has a lot of ability. He believes in himself. So I'm going to pick Joseph Morales to beat Alibi, most likely by submission early on. I think he's going to be excited to be on this UFC 319 card. This is an opportunity for him, so he's going to take advantage of that. But all right, another fight that I do want to give my UFC fight predictions for, guys. It got thrown on the card on UFC 319. We got Susurukiyov versus Eric Nolan. I'm gonna have to go for Susurukiyov to beat Eric Nolan. I just think Susurukiyov, you know, he trains with Chimaev, undefeated record. Very impressed by him. I think Susurukiyov will be able to go in there and beat Eric Nolan, most likely by any way he wants to. Okay. All right, guys, that is my predictions for those two fights for UFC 319, because those two fights were actually not booked when I made my early on UFC fight predictions early on this week, guys. Let me read some of these comments right now. Liam, how you doing? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. I got Tamaya winning by submission second round. Well, look, Liam, I can't disagree with you, okay? A submission is possible, especially in the second round early on. All right, a lot of people are not believing in Chimaev because they have this narrative that he doesn't have endurance. When in reality, that's just a narrative that they're trying to spin, guys. Okay, Chimaev will win, and I do see that happening. Okay, Chimaev will lose. We got a Chimaev will lose hater in the comments. Well, welcome to your chat. Welcome to your channel. How do you think DDP will win if Chimaev will lose? Let me know in the chat. Yo hablo español. Está bien, yo hablo español también. Si tú quieres, tú puedes hablarle español. Okay. So go right ahead. You know what I mean? Do your thing. No discrimination over here. Can I ask you a question if you don't mind? Go right ahead, ask me a question. I don't mind. I love bantering with this community. This is why this community is being pushed and being built right before our eyes. Bro, Khabib and Chimaev are the best fighters literally ever. I don't care. Swipe edits. Look, hey, I can't sit back and say Chimaev and Khabib are the best fighters of all time. But I'm not going to argue with you. You know what I mean? Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and if that's your, if that's the way you see it, hey, that's your perspective. All right, but for me, I don't see Chimaev just yet as one of the best fighters overall in history in the UFC, and I don't see Khabib as one of the best fighters either, even though he has an undefeated record in the UFC. But those are great fighters right there. Great fighters right there. Okay? But what else we got to talk about? All right, I gave my UFC fight predictions for Susurukiyov and Joseph Morales. I did go for Joseph Morales and Susurukiyov. So did want to put that out there since it, since it just was put together on this card. Let me read some of these comments. Joseph D says, I love you. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you for your positivity. All right, and thank you. I appreciate you. Mustard! Long time no see, Mustard. I bet you're excited about UFC 319. Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Cap, they're good, but Chimaev hasn't even won a belt yet. Mustard, I agree with you. That's the reason why I said that. Okay. Official says, can you scream as loud as you can so I know you're real? Ah! There you go. I'm real. Liam, I've never trained MMA before or any combat sports. I'm 20 years old. I want to become a pro boxer or MMA fighter. You think I can make it starting training at 20? I'm at a very bad shape right now. Liam, all you got to do is put your mind into it, man. Okay, Liam, I'm not going to tell you it's not possible. I mean, you're young. You're 20 years old. You could turn it around anytime you want to. Okay? You just got to put that dedication behind it. All right? You got to build some momentum. All right? One step at a time. Okay? If you do want to be a pro boxer, mixed martial arts fighter, whatever it is you want to be, you got to make a decision which one is going to be. Is it going to be a pro boxer or is it going to be a mixed martial artist? Okay? Because they those two have different ways of attacking. Okay? So just make up your mind. And once you do make up your mind, stay dedicated. All right? Stay dedicated. And look, it's rinse and repeat. It is rinse and repeat. Not every day is the same. You're gonna have tough days. You're gonna have easy days. You're gonna have days where you want to, you're gonna want to quit. But that's what's gonna build you as a man and as a mixed martial arts fighter or a pro athlete in general. Okay. Let me see. At Mustard, can't agree with you, bro. Somebody's attacking Mustard. Swipe Edit says he doesn't agree with Mustard. Name the matchup. Khabib loses. Name the matchup. Khabib loses. Well, I don't have to name any matchups right now. I'm just stating I don't think Khabib is one of. He's not on my top 5 GOAT list. He's definitely not, in my opinion. Even though he has an undefeated record, even though he's beaten the who's who, you know what I mean. But in my opinion, if you get a belt, right? If you get if you get the UFC lightweight strap, that gold. If you get that gold, right? It all depends who you face. And unfortunately, Khabib Nurmagomedov had trouble with Al Quinta. Guys, Al Quinta is not a full-time fighter. And Khabib Nurmagomedov had issues with that man. Okay? Point blank period. If you beat a guy like Al Quinta to get the gold and have trouble beating a guy like Al Quinta in short notice, that tells me a lot about you. That tells me a lot about your mixed martial arts career. That actually, that in my opinion, that's a loss for Khabib, the way that fight went. Al Quinta definitely gained my respect and won that fight in my eyes. Okay? Point blank period. Hi, how you doing, Dandy World? Hey, fellas, let's go, Dreekus. We got German in here. German in here is going for Dreekus. Well, we shall see, guys. We are just, less than 24 hours away from UFC 319, guys. What is up? What's up, Medora? Hopefully you're having a good one. Blesses to you. All right. Official says, thank you. Yes, man. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this community. Islam, Ilya, and Volk. I'm a world. Give Khabib trouble. There you go, Mustard. There you go, Mustard. Somebody right here just tell Z who can beat Khabib right now. Khabib fights the back from back. They are losers. Hell no. Lies only to Poya. Oh my God. Looking good, mates. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your positivity. Dude, Volk in his prime had and still has some of the best takedown defense in the game. Mustard, I can't disagree with you. Honestly, I can't disagree with you. And we already saw, what Volk was able to do out of his prime. So, come on now, guys. Are you Indian? No, I am not Indian. I am not Indian. What happened to your boy at Battles? That chump couldn't even make way. Damn, Jack! Jack, back on the channel. Back on your chat. Welcome back, Jack. You already know what it is. Longtime hater of this channel, of this community. I love it. But look, let me tell you something. I did actually bring that up. Okay, I did actually bring that up. Actually, that was one of the first things I actually brought up on today's topic. Was Brian Battles not making weight and he missed weight by 4 pounds? I did mention that Brian Battles' nutritionist must be Big Country or Teal Teravasa. Point blank, period. Okay? All right, Jack. I bet you agree. I bet you agree with that one. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna start, and if I give it all, how long you think it's gonna take me to make it pro? Well, it all depends, man. It all depends. You know what I mean? A lot of this has to do with who you know. You know what I mean? I know I've known a lot of mixed martial arts fighters that they come from a Muay Thai background, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. They have a lot of experience, but yet they never found themselves, with an opportunity to, get a contract with the UFC. So a lot of it has to do with who you know. So make sure you surround yourself with some knowledgeable people, you know what I mean, that can guide you, through this business. Because let me tell you something, the boxing and the fighting business in general is a tough business. Okay, so prepare for that. Daddy's World. Hi, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Volk is okay, champ. He's too small. Z says Volk is too small. They all fight from back. So you're silly enough to follow fight math? So you're silly enough to follow fight math. Fight math is stupid. Styles make fights. If you follow the logic, you can never make sense. That's what Z says. Here we go, Mustard. Korean Zombie, how you doing? Yes, Korean Zombie. Whoa. Oh, lights just went out. We do have a storm. You see, UFC 319 is ahead of us, and the storm is upon us, baby. Okay, the storm is upon us. Oh my gosh, the lights just went off, guys. Let me see. People, Mustard. Plus, people underrate Vogue stand-up are people forgetting him literally lighting up Max Holloway. Mustard, look, I don't disagree with anything you're saying, Mustard. Honestly, I do not disagree with you. You're right. All right, from beginning to end, to be honest with you. MHL says, hi. How you doing, MHL? Blesses. Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Come on now, guys. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. Okay? Support this community, guys. What are you doing? Let me see. That's silly. I love being from boxing because MMA fans are even more finicky than us. MMA fans are even more finicky than us. Who is a boxing fan? Okay, name a boxing. Please don't tell me about finicky, because the only reason why people watch boxing these days is if a person like Jake Paul is fighting. Okay, if that's not finicky enough, then I don't know what is. Okay, let me tell you how the weigh-ins go. Action Jackson, look, the weigh-ins went good. The weigh-ins went good. The crowd wasn't excited as yesterday's press conference. But let me tell you something. There still was hype. You know what I mean? There still were rumblings. There still was some noise. MVP Chimaev, they made things exciting. So I'm excited for UFC 319, guys. Hello to Ring. How you doing, Ring? Welcome to your channel. Khabib walked down Justin. I don't want to hear shit. Who you talking about? Justin Gaethje? You talking about CTE Justin Gaethje? Is that who you're talking about? The guy who almost lost against Rafael Fiziev? Rafael Fiziev coming off of a damn near 2-year hiatus on 2 weeks' notice? That Justin Gaethje? The fuck out of here. Get a job. Only if you knew. Only if you knew. You know what I mean? From that logic, you can draw a lot of conclusions. South Africa cat out of... Oh no, guys. Guys, the storm is upon us, guys. The storm is upon us. UFC 319, headlined by DDP and Chimaev, okay, just gave us a blackout. All this excitement just gave us a whole blackout, my guy. Prepare yourselves, okay? Prepare yourselves for tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting one, guys, okay? And a real exciting one. Wow. Even Earth knows. The MMA gods know how exciting this is going to be. How electric this is going to be. Mustard says, and Justin was struggling to stop Fiziev from taking him down. The difference between that and Volk is giving Islam issues is huge. Very much so. I have to agree with you, Mustard. Chill guy. Don't peer pressure me into liking. Well, chill guy, look, if you're on my chat, if you're on my channel, okay, I think I deserve a like. Okay, I think I deserve a subscription. Okay, this community deserves a like and a subscription. Okay, this is the only channel where the fans come first, not last. So what are you talking about? Let me see. Z said bro head kicked Dustin Poirier. What do you look for in a... I'm not looking. I'm not looking for a man. You know what I mean? I'm straight. You know what I mean? I don't look at a man. I don't pocket watch another man. I don't want what another man has. I never wanted to fuck another man's woman. That's just not me. You know what I mean? If you're that type that does that, hey, by all means, do you. I'm not into that. You know what I mean? See you talking bad fat fight math. The fight gods think your views are lame. Z, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for being so negative and a hater in this community. We need more people like you, but we need less retards like you. So please stop fucking your cousins. Okay, stop the incest and get your ass off your couch and get off Section 8. Okay, that's not gonna last. Moving on. Even if I think Prime Charles and Tony could give Khabib issues. There you go, Mustard. I agree with you. I do think Prime Tony would have given Khabib some issues. Definitely. No, it's not No, it's not about Khabib. It's about understanding when a hammer is a hammer. You can't make them a nail. What are you talking about? Calm down, boy. I think Emmanuel Hamilton, I think you need to calm down. I think you need to calm down. And if you don't like my energy, you can get the fuck out of this community, okay? Real fucking quick. Let me see. Z says, you guys talking about people falling who never falling who never fails. LOL. What about D from Connor? What about D? All right. What about D and D Devlin, guys? What about D Devlin? I mean, she's still in my DMs, guys. Okay. D Devlin is still in my DMs. She's still doing her thing. You know, she still wants to go with this game plan that we ended up making to get her away from the Conor McGregor business. But unfortunately, it's not happening, guys. I digress. Listen here, bucko. Emmanuel Hamilton coming in hot. This guy looks like he's. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. At least I'm smart and I'm knowledgeable, and I know for a fact you can't read. That's most likely why you say such a thing. If I pulled out a book right now and told you, please read me a paragraph off of any page that you would like of this book, and then after you read that, okay, tell me what you just read. I bet you would get offended because you wouldn't be able. Okay, you would not be able. Free Israel. Somebody's screaming, free Israel. Free Israel. Z, you trying to become Tito Ortiz. Mustard. Mustard hit Z's with the low blow. I like Tito Ortiz too. I like Tito Ortiz, man. But you know, over the years, man, talk about CTE. This man once offered me to smell. Man, that's a sad. A man, really? Come on now, man. Give us a spin. Fit check. There you go. There you go. Fit check. There you go. I never said when. I could literally open palm slap 90% of this chat in their own living room. Z's, if you was to walk into anywhere, okay, and try to palm slap me, by the time you get about 5 feet, I'll notice you. I will notice you so quickly. And you, before you can even think about getting your hand up for that palm slap, I guarantee you will have about 12 to at least 13 holes in you. Guaranteed. As for Chimaev, I think his nightmare matchup would have been Yoel Romero. Mustard, look, you're absolutely correct about that. I mean, Yoel Romero comes from a wrestling background. Very rarely you saw Yoel Romero use his wrestling to his advantage. But let me tell you something. You're absolutely right about that one, Mustard. I agree with you. That's a smart take, Mustard. That is a smart take. I like that. Good morning. Laugh my ass off. Don't do me. Where are you from? I am from the US of A. Welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. How you doing? Z is typical. It's over when I see red. Exactly. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of people say, guys. That is what a lot of people say. Okay, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you a little story right now, guys. Okay, I'll tell you a little story. All right, I'm going to tell you a little story about something. Okay, guys. I know I don't know this person, but this person has been around. You know, this person has been around people that I know. Okay, and this person, if you could imagine, let me draw a character for you guys. Okay, if you could imagine, you know, a 22, 23-year-old. Maybe about 205 pounds. 22, 23-year-old, 205 pounds, grown man. He's out here trying to bully freshmen in high school, right? 15-year-olds, right? How are you 205 pounds, 23 years old, bullying freshmen who are 15-year-olds? Guys, it's disgusting. All right, so you know what I did? I called up the person, okay? I called up the bully, right? I called him up and I said, hey, why don't you come over to my gym? Come over to the gym. Because at the time, I was associated with a gym. I was like, hey, come over to the gym. I have a whole bunch of 205ers. We need some bodies. Come over. You know what he told me? Straight up, he said no. I told him why. I said, why wouldn't you come? We have a lot of 205ers. Let's go. Let's come to the gym. Come on. He told me no. Of course he's going to tell me no. Because he's soft as shit. Okay? He's willing to fight anybody in the street, right? If he knows he could win. But once there's an inkling, just an inkling that he can get his ass beat, there's no fucking way he was walking to the gym. Okay? Because that ass whipping would have been videotaped. Guaranteed. Okay? But anyways, guys, enough with the stories. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And what are you guys doing? Give me a like. Support the community. Let me read some of these comments here. Brittany, he got a little bell. Brittany's back. Guys, long-time hater, long-time supporter of being a hater in this community. Brittany Wayne, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good, and you stop fucking your cousins, and you stop the incest, and you got your ass off the couch, and got off Section 8, because I did tell you that shit wasn't gonna last. You know what I mean? I did mention that. So hopefully, Brittany, you're okay. Uriel was sneaky to the way he changed the pace. I feel like it would have been very foreign to Chimaev. Mustard, I agree with you. That change of pace came quick, especially for Chris Weidman. If you're familiar with that fight, Chris Weidman fell very, very short to that sneaky, change of pace that Yoel Romero brought. Let me see. Down syndrome, you a handicapped Muslim? Nah, but your mother is a handicapped whore. Okay? All right? Let me see. Z says, LOL, bro, I'm from Hayward, California. There are very few things I haven't lived and been through. Z, I don't give a shit where you come from. All right, Z? I don't give a fuck where you come from. You could come from Uganda for all I give a fuck. You kidding me? It's not about where you come from. It's about character, buddy. All right? UFC would never sponsor this weak-ass content. Brittany Wayne, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Brittany Wayne says, fake story. Definitely not a fake story. It's probably you. Guys, the amount of people disguised in this community, all right, is so funny. I bet you most likely the reason why Brittany Wayne is such a hater in this community is most likely because she's one of these people, or he's one of these people. All right, this might be one of the haters disguised as just a regular person in YouTube, but in reality, this is the bully that I'm talking about. This is the bully that I called up and said, come to the gym, you softy, but you never came. You know what I mean? You already know. I know who you are. I know who you are. Your daddy's a coward. He couldn't look at a man in his eyes when he did it. You're fucking right now. You hear the face. Start season 2 of Bully Beatdown. I definitely should. Unfortunately, Bully Beatdown, excuse me, was a funny show. I thought it was a good show, to be honest with you. Are you on coke? Coca-Cola, that is. Guys, Coca-Cola. Okay, I don't do drugs. Coca-Cola, okay? Second time I've seen you. Thank you so much, Brittany. I appreciate you. Not popping. Well, why are you here, Brittany? Why are you here being such a hater then? The only reason why you are here is most likely because you are that person. You most likely disguised into a regular YouTuber, but in reality, you're that person. You're that person I called up. You're that bully. You know what I'm saying? You're a hater. You're hating this community for no reason. It's because your life sucks and you're doing nothing with your life. And you're probably coming from a background where it's drug infested. You know what I mean? Where you have a mom who talks with a lisp because she sucks so much dick. Okay? Double legs and striking, don't care when you have come from, Z. Exactly, Mustard. Thank you so much, Mustard. You put things right into perspective, Mustard. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right, Mustard. I will double leg him into a high crotch single leg right into the ground, into the concrete. Okay? Brittany says fake story. You already know it's a true story. You already know it's a true story. That's why you don't want me spewing it here. All right? I know who you are already, guy. I already know who you are and your little crew. You guys all come from public housing, Section 8, Okay, I know you. Okay, I know you. Guaranteed, especially with the energy that you're bringing. Get the fuck out of here. Read a book. How about that? Read a book. Read a book and finish it. Okay. That's typical rap behavior. It's not where you're from, is where you're at. Is the expression. If you say Z, if you say so. Oh, who ordered a Sam Piker from Wish? Are you 15 years old or a grown adult? Hey man, I just came across your live and I'm a little emotional. You look a lot like my dog that passed away 2 weeks ago. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But look, let me tell you something. Stop the incest, okay? Stop the incest. Logan, what is going on, Logan? Welcome back to your channel. Welcome back to your chat. Maryland is wild. Let me see. Cause you a nerd. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling me a nerd. But at least, you know what I mean? I'm not you. At least I'm not you. Cause I know you. Okay? I know you. And at least I'm not you. All right? Going around here fucking your sisters, fucking your cousins. That's fucking nasty, bro. That's nasty. I don't even know how you can live with yourself. I don't even know how you can look in the mirror and live with yourself knowing. I honestly, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't know how you can live with yourself knowing, you know what I mean, that you come from a background and you was raised by a man that can't look at another man straight in his eyes and do it himself. Okay? Fucking coward. Stand from a bunch of cowards. Bernie wants to be in the jacuzzi. He's already in. Okay, the first there. Matt Walsh. They are happy here, so why everyone got to be poor? I didn't say everybody is poor. I'm just talking to this one individual. And wants to lift weights with McGregor. He definitely wants to lift weights with McGregor, guys. Taylor says, hi, how you doing, Taylor? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to your chat. Blessings to you. Hopefully you're having a good weekend, okay? Charlie says, what's your opinion on steroids? Well, Charlie, look, I believe, look, I'm going to give you my information on steroids. That's a good question, Charlie. That really is a good question. Look, guys, cyclists. Let's go into another sport, okay, guys? Cyclists, guys who ride bicycles for a living are cheating in ways you can't even imagine. Steroids, blood transfusions. They're doing everything possible to win a race on a bicycle, okay? And from the research that I've looked up, it's about 95% of these cyclists who are definitely cheating, if not all of it across the board. And that's guys riding bicycles. So in my opinion, when it comes to steroids, I already know these mixed martial arts fighters are taking it. I already know their team is ahead of the game. That's the reason why a lot of these guys don't get caught. They're ahead of the science. But when I hear people talk about steroids and about, oh, this person is taking steroids, that person got caught taking steroids, this person got caught taking steroids, it's all a narrative. In reality, I say at least 85 to 90% of the UFC fighters or mixed martial arts fighters in general have taken steroids or are on some type of steroids in general, to be honest with you. So when it comes to steroids, man, I don't mind it. Do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. Trust me, when there's millions of dollars on the line, plus your life, people are going to be willing to do anything, including take anything to get them to win. Let me see. Let me read some of these comments. Chimaev will be at Khabib. I'll be there. I'll be there for UFC, man. That is awesome. Logan says, is my channel in chat? Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. My favorite karate movie is Pork Chop. That is awesome. If nobody getting hurt, I don't mind them taking steroids. My point exactly, Mustard. My point exactly. Mustard, what the fuck? LOL, that's the worst take of all time. It definitely isn't. I mean, we already know. I mean, if you guys are oblivious or acting oblivious, guys, they're taking steroids. Point blank, period. Okay? Give them all the juice possible. That's what Logan says. Let them take EPO, etc. I bet you they are. I bet you they are. This guy is on roids. Guys, Monkey, if I was on roids right now, you would know. You would know I was on roids, okay? Mustard says, Shamil the Blob Gazeev is definitely on steroids. Both build different. A lot of those people are built. I mean, have you seen Aaron Pico? Aaron Pico, I mean, he looks ready. He looks ripped, but I still think Lerone Murphy is going to be able to win. Uh, any peptides for recovery? You know it. I box. You know how many people told me stories of brain injuries to pursue me not to box. Monkey, this guy is on roids. Al says, shit, John took coke. John did take coke, guys. He definitely took coke. He took whatever it is. He took whatever it is to give him an upper hand, guys. To be honest with you. All right. Another thing that I did want to talk about, since I am on here bringing up some topic. I mean, we already talked about the Suzuki off versus Eric Nolan. I did pick Suzuki off to beat Eric Nolan, and we got Alibi Adiras versus Joseph Morales. I did pick Joseph Morales to win that fight. I did talk about Brian Battles missing weight and Brian Battles having Big Country and Tio Avasa as his nutritionist. But guys, another thing I did want to talk about is Jamal Hill. Jamal Hill did make his media appearance. Okay, and guys, the closer and closer we're getting to 2026, the closer we're getting to Jamal Hill actually winning 2025, back-to-back years, 2024 and 2025, crash out of the year. Jamal Hill totally crashed out at this press conference. They were booing the hell out of him. And the worst part about this is Chicago is actually Jamal Hill's hometown. And everybody in his hometown disrespected him. They basically spit on the guy. Okay? So for Jamal Hill, I mean, it just keeps getting worse and worse for the guy, honestly. The guy looked like he was 265 pounds, okay, arguably. But I wish him the best of luck. And the closer and closer we're getting for 2025, it looks like Jamal Hill might win the award for Crash Out of the Year for 2025, guys. Okay, I did want to mention that. Let me see. The thing is, though, if you know steroids, you know it's often the guys that don't look like they do it. Yeah, very much so. Coke over steroids. Pico is a monster. Excited for the fight. I'm excited for that fight too. You're still up. Yes, I am. He couldn't answer that question. What question are you talking about, Brittany? What question are you talking about? Okay, fellas, have a good one. All right, Z, you have a good one. Thank you for being such a hater in this community. I appreciate you. We need more like you, okay? We need more like you. Jamal Hill should move to heavyweight. More CTE for him there. Must Yo, look, I don't want to see Jamal Hill at heavyweight. I don't even want to see Jamal Hill at light heavyweight. Okay, I'd rather see Jamal Hill, doing street fights. Okay, I think there he'll have some success. Okay, boy, you really up for the, I don't know what that says. Oh, boy, you're really up for the money. How late am I? Sun God, welcome to your channel. Welcome to your chat. Hopefully you're having a good one, Sun God. What is going on with you? I am 39 minutes in to this live post UFC weigh-ins. Okay, we talked about a lot of things, all right? LOL, you seen it. I haven't seen any question. I haven't seen any question. What question? What question are you talking about? I have no idea what question you're talking about, Brittany, but let me know. Maybe Jamal, thoughts on the weigh-ins. Well, Sun God, I did give my thoughts on the weigh-ins, and I'll give you my thoughts on the weigh-ins again. I thought the weigh-ins went just according to plan. You know what I mean? It went just according to plan, to be honest with you guys. All right. There definitely was excitement. I thought the crowd wasn't even like, I thought the press conference yesterday, that crowd was definitely more hype than the weigh-ins definitely was. But I still think the weigh-ins was exciting. I thought MVP Chimaev definitely gave some hype. I thought Aaron Pico looked a little bit worried when he was looking into Lerone Murphy's eyes. I thought Lerone Murphy looked chill, calm, and collective. And I honestly think this is going to be a great card, man. UFC 319 might go down as one of the best cards in a long time, guys. In a long time. All right, the storm is upon us. The storm is upon us, guys. Let me see. Maybe Jamal Hill needs to start power slap. Damn, Ken going in. I honestly hope I don't see Jamal Hill do anything. All right, I don't want to see him do any power slap. I don't want to see him do anything like that because I'm just being honest with you guys. Jamal Hill is on a down slope, unfortunately. He's one loss from packing his bags, guys. Okay, one loss away. Maybe do Jamal Hill versus Nikita Krylov. He could probably sleep Hill, though. Damn, Brittany, I honestly think that's not even a safe fight for Jamal Hill at this point. I think at this point, you put Jamal Hill against nobody. Okay, you put Jamal Hill, against, his family member and have them rematch over Thanksgiving dinner. Either flat foot stances, power slap, suit Jamal Hill. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Jamal Hill does have, he does, stand flat-footed. Even when he's fighting, he has virtually no footwork, okay? He slides his back foot like if it was a tail. So maybe he will find success in slap, but I don't want to see him there. I don't even watch slap, to be honest with you guys. Why did Hill never train wrestling? I have no idea. I think he did. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. I have no idea. But, man, Jamal Hill definitely had a crash out today. He could have changed his cameo. He got that belt and got comfortable. I honestly think that wasn't I don't think that was the play, to be honest with you. I think the play was that Jamal Hill, he beat the dead body of a 40-year-old Glover. I think that was the issue at hand. And unfortunately, beating, an out-of-date Glover, it just shows that Jamal Hill really never should have been the champion at light heavyweight. And that is just the truth, guys. All right? That is just the truth. Okay? Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay? It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it, guys. All right? Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. But guys, I mean, how excited are you guys for UFC 319? Let me know in the chat. What fight are you most looking forward to? Let me know in the chat. I want to know. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait for this card. This card has a lot of implications. I know for a fact if DDP beats Chimaev, I mean, the community in this chat is going to go crazy. They are going to go ham. I know it for a fact. They're going to attack me. They're going to be like, I told you so. You're a loser. You don't know anything. You don't know mixed martial arts. I can hear it now, guys. I can hear it now. I heard it before. Okay, I heard it before. I can have a winning record for my UFC fight prediction, and I still get somebody in the community telling me that I lost. It's unbelievable, guys. I used to watch Pico wrestling and boxing matches. I've never really watched Pico wrestle nor box. I never really watched him at all, to be honest with you. Honestly, I'm being honest. I've never really watched him at all. But hopefully he can go in there 100% and give us a good battle because Lerone Murphy looks like he's ready. All right, he's ready. And guys, this is nothing new to Lerone Murphy. He's been there. He's been there and done that. He's already fought at the UFC multiple times, fought UFC caliber fighters as well. Aaron Pico has a lot to prove. He has a lot to prove. So hopefully he goes in there and he makes it, he makes a statement. Because if he doesn't, Lerone Murphy is definitely going to make a statement, guys. All right? But that's about it, guys. That is about it for today. All right? That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to get out here and talk about. I wanted to talk about specifically, once again, Brian Battles, missing weight and having Big Country and Teo Tuivasa as his nutritionist. And I did give my UFC fight prediction for Alibi Aduris versus Joseph Morales. I did pick Joseph Morales to win that fight. And Suzukiov versus Eric Nolan. I did pick Suzukiov to win that fight. But yeah, guys, this is about it. That's it. UFC 319 is ahead of us. I'm excited. DDP, Chimaev, they made the weight. The long-awaited fight is over. We're less than 24 hours away. Let's get it, guys. I will be going live for UFC 319 tomorrow. I'm going to go live from the very beginning. So you're going to see me, damn near from 6 o'clock all the way, to the main event. So hopefully I see a lot of you guys there. Stay tuned. And you already know what it is, guys. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. I'm just the pilot. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. UFC 319 is ahead of us. I'll see you then. Peace. One love.